So, hello ladies and gentlemen. I'm Thomas Kuehnelt. It's a great honor to me to give you a presentation today. I'm working with company Weinig. I'm at Weinig company since 2008, so almost 10 years. I'm responsible there. Yep. So I'm better? Yep. I'm responsible there for engineered wood products, which means laminated beams and cross-laminated timber. First of all, I want to tell you something about Weinig. So we are the world's largest manufacturer of machines and systems for the processing of solid wood. We have a number of specialized companies integrated in our group, so that means we can follow up the complete process chain. We have production in Germany, that's our headquarters, in Austria, in Luxembourg, in the United States, and in China. In 2010, we integrated Holzherr company, which now gives us the opportunity also to work in the wood composite business. We have more than 100 years experiences. Weinig is a global player. Our presence is with 19 offices in 12 countries. And we have 600 experts who are here for our customer in 5 continents. A short overview about our product range. So we start from ripping to cross-cutting, planer, profiling, finger jointing. We also have scanner systems, window systems, and system solutions in our portfolio. So today I don't want to talk about machines. I will tell you some ideas about solutions. The title of my presentation is Making More Money Out of Wood. And so I try to show you how we set these ideas up into the market. So here I have a little layout for layer production, which is a capacity of approximately 100,000 cubic meters per year, and the mill is running in a 3-shift operation. The interesting thing in this line is the size of the elements. So the customer asked us not to go to the standard, which is in Europe 16 by 3.2 meter. So he asked us to for a production of panels of elements in a size of 20 by 6 meter. So when we started the discussions, we asked what is the reason for that, and he told us, so I have a special market in UK. I try to produce affordable houses, and that is really the key, affordable houses. And I figured out, I made my calculations that this 20 by 6 meter elements give me the best yield. So we gave them the layer production, which starts with the infeed system and the pre-planer, scanner, cross-cut saw and finger jointing, a curing buffer, and so in this line we have also edge gluing. That means we are producing there a big solid wood board, let's say. That's the layer. So he's edge gluing all the layers, cutting them, the cross layers he's cutting down, turning them 90 degrees. And then we did this project we did together with our friends from company Minda, and they made the face gluing press as well as Smart Lam has it. So what is the idea? I told you, so making more money out of wood. So here I have a little video. where you can see the steps and the idea behind this factory. So CLT is for him a vehicle. His main purpose is really building houses. And the company is really driven from high capacity, from high efficiency. So they had production installation lines where they are building boxes. And the boxes are completely installed, which means you have floor in, you have wall painted, you have doors in, you have windows in, you have furniture in, and at the end you have a quality control, so everything is really checked and pre-checked and gets stamped before they run it to the site, to the customer site. And as you can see, so they try to imitate the automobile industry. That means the workers there are always doing the same process, which they are very familiar with, which gives them at the end of the day a really high efficiency, which means cost reduction. And also yield is something which is reducing your costs. So the guys told us, so that is not our calculation, they did it by themselves due to the fact that they use these big panels and cut it then down for their needs. They have a better yield of approximately 1 to 2%. So if you calculate that with their capacity, that's at the end of the day a lot of money. Also, what you see, we are taking out the openings for windows and doors. So they don't throw it in the hogger, they reuse it. So we are taking these elements, cutting them down, cutting them back into lamellas, finger joint them again, and put them back into the middle layers. Their calculation also was for the wall elements, they have openings which gives them approximately 5 to 7% are openings, and so calculate that of a year. That's a tremendous amount of lumber, and the life cycle of the line. Let's talk about 15 or 20 years. So there is really big money involved. So I show you another possibility to do that. So we also we installed already a pilot plant with a small capacity. So we going into the line in-feed system, cross-cutting, finger jointing, as we did it before. Curing buffer. And now we have 2 steps. We are producing multiple length in position 2, and we cut it back to fixed sizes, which gives us the chance to produce layer where we already have the openings out, so we don't have to cut it out. We make with less lumber input, we make the same capacity, but we don't have the openings to throw away or to reprocess them. So we make fixed length, edge glue the layers with the openings for the longitudinal and also for the cross layer, and then we combine that and glue it to the CLT element with openings. So this is also the similar situation. So we have material savings in the wall elements of approximately 5 to 8%. With the edge gluing system, we really can go for customized production. We don't have to down cut it from standard elements or something like that, which gives us another 1 to 2%. So that's really a huge amount of money what we are talking about. And this is what the CLT guys in Europe are driven from. So they really talk about better use, better yield, higher efficiency in production because of the costs. So they always have the costs in their mind. So here I show you a little video of this pilot plant, which had a capacity of approximately 5,000 cubic meter. So this line we did for a small company who is producing their own houses. And here you can see that. So we produced the layer already with the openings, which means less CNC work. So in the most lines I know in Europe with bigger capacity, so we have 2 or 3 CNC lines in. So so you have definitely less CNC work when you are producing the layers with the openings, which means you can maybe have 1 CNC router less. Now I'm coming to vision. So the title is also Industry 4.0. That is vision, what we have in our company. Partially we have realized some steps, but there is something to do. So what is the idea? What you saw before with this production line with openings, you have to have a really high logistic process. That means from the design, you have to give this information to the factory, to all the machines. And also the informations have to come back from the factory to the office, that you can see where is my order standing, what is the position, when I can check delivery times, I can have a production overview. So this gives me a good picture where I am with my factory. I can also check the order overview. I can do production analysis, and that is where the future of also in the wood industry will go to. Smart factories, smart costs, smart life, so you can check from everywhere. We really had a customer who has this application like that on his smartphone, and he can check from everywhere he is. Well, so what is my production? What is going on in my production? So he can see, well, there is something going on. Maybe I have to go and check what the second shift is doing. So at the end of the day, this gives you a higher efficiency, a better control of your processes, and at the end of the day, a better cost control. So we have been talking about visions, and I finish with a vision. That is plant building. You know, CLT is a real international building, and I found that plan of Japan's tallest wooden building. The Sumitomo Tsukawa Research is collaborating with Nikken Seiki, and they are planning to build a hybrid building, steel and wood structure. So 90% should be wooden materials. They are talking about a 70 floors tower, which will have 6.5 million cubic feet of wood. So which is a nice amount. So here is a little impression what they are going to plan. Thank you for your attention.